What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on Mullen stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that may drive the price of this asset. And I will show you the news that we should wait in order to see the spike in its price. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video just several days ago, somewhere at this point, and I've told you that this asset is forming some kind of consolidation phase, and most likely it might break to the downside, because we had, let me show you right here, with this movement to the upside that was 100% anticipated by technical analysis that I made previously. We can see this bearish candle, let me show it to you. This candle implies very bearish sentiment because it has quite big volume, and it is a shooting star candle that show us the bearish sentiment of this movement to the upside that was completely eliminated by bears. And this movement to the downside forms another consolidation phase, and I have to say that this asset is in some kind of tight range in between 18.05 cents to basically 20 cents, and it hovers here for about 16 days, half a month of this consolidation phase. Definitely we should see some kind of breakout above the range of resistance or below the range of support, and let me mark this range for you. And most likely, definitely, we might see the breakout below this range of support. So, what should we expect next from the technical standpoint? I will show you in just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. So, definitely we have one quite good news on the one hand, that Mullen has hired Donald Borthwick as Vice President of Commercial Sales, previously head of Western Region for Ford Commercial Sales. And you can find this information on their official Twitter page. They posted, Mullen welcomes Donald Borthwick as VP of Commercial Sales. He will lead Mullen's commercial EV sales out of Troy, Michigan. Previously, Donald was head of Western Region for Ford Commercial Sales. So, Mullen Automotive hired another key person, so-called key person, but they don't have the real manufacturing of the existing vehicles. That's why, in my opinion, these hirings are not so important, and that's why we don't see major spikes in the price for Mullen. So, what should be the news in order to see major spike in its price? Definitely, we should see the deliveries, first deliveries of their vehicles. And I have to say that most likely we will see this delivery because previously Mullen announced, let me show you right here, Mullen signed a binding agreement with Delpak Logistics, an Amazon delivery service partner, to purchase up to 600 Mullen cars, Mullen Class 1 and 2 EV cargo vans over the next 18 months. The first 300 fully homologated for the United States Mullen Class 2 EV cargo vans can be delivered to DPL by November 30th, 2022. And definitely they already missed this deadline, but they have at least one vehicle to deliver in order to show the potential investors, so-called investors in Mullen, that they can deliver these vehicles. So, I've showed you this website. It tracks the export-import activity of every company in the United States. And recently they, Mullen Automotive, imported one vehicle. Let me show you right here, shipments. And you can see this on October 23rd, they imported a 6-meter electric logistics van. And this means they have at least one vehicle to show that the potential deliveries is started. And definitely it might be the short-term catalyst that will spike the price of Mullen, but it cannot be the long-term catalyst. The only news that might drive the price of this asset fundamentally is the beginning of the production. And I have to say that they don't have enough resources in order to make this happen, because they don't have enough money. They just acquired two companies that was at the edge of bankruptcy, and they have to invest in these companies in order to start the production, but they don't have this money. And because of this, they didn't disclose their earnings report, Q3 earnings report, and definitely it is not the best sign from the fundamental standpoint that company cannot show their financials. So, and let me show you another quite interesting information. Right here, on my previous video, I've told you that David Michouri has quite weird activity because right after awards, he gifts some shares to unknown person, and my assumption was that it is some kind of cash out process of his stocks. And let me show you that the numbers are quite weird. So, as you can see, on November the 9th, he acquired 24.62 million shares, and immediately he gifted exactly 50% of this amount. Previously, he received 44.88 million shares, and the next day he gifted exactly 40% of this amount. On top of that, previously, let me show you that it is more weird activity. He gifted, first of all, he gifted 428.38 thousand shares, and then in a matter of just 2 days, he received exactly the same number of shares. So it might be some kind of handshake deal, and on the one hand, definitely it is not a crime, but on the other hand, it is some kind of gray area activity, and this means we have to be very cautious with this asset. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next from the price action? Definitely we should see the breakout above this range of resistance or below this range of support. And the next leg, depending on its volume, will show the exact direction where this asset might go in upcoming several weeks. And in my opinion, this asset still has very weak fundamentals because they don't have money to operate. They don't have the ability to produce their vehicles. It is basically just a reselling company that buys the vehicle from Chinese firms and try to resell it to other customers on the US territory or right now in the European Union. And that's why I don't think that this asset is worth your attention fundamentally, but we can benefit from the short-term gains. And when I will see another potential setup, definitely I will show it to you and you might benefit from it, but remember, this asset is very risky. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit on my shoulder, cause they treat me like an out.